Would you ever welcome a robot into your home or whatever to do some menial task for you?
Definitely. And get it doing all sorts of stuff. Like I just get it doing random stuff as well, like nothing productive, just to keep it busy.
No, I wouldn't. I would be a robot hater.
Yeah, you think that, but like people would have been like, "Oh, I'm not gonna have a phone with me constantly." When they like 20 years ago, they'd been like, "Oh, I'm not gonna have carry that thing around all the time." And then like now, literally everybody in the world has one, so it's just gonna happen. Did you see the robot Elon Musk has made?
No.
It's just like insane, basically. It's just like clearly, it's like you'd see in the movies.
iRobot.
Yeah, it's called the event it was in was called We Robot. Because obviously the robot isn't going to try and kill you or anything. It's going to help you.
Right.
It's part of a community. This one, hopefully.
I just would want to assault it.
Yeah, you can. That'd be funny. Do you reckon it's got like a tipping point?
Yeah.
Just like you could just like pause like see like some spaghetti bolognese, just pause it in like a vent on the back of it, and it's like that's it. Just like it starts going insane. That's it. That's the final straw. You even like smacking it and like just telling it to walk over somewhere and do something. And then when it gets there, no, don't do that. What are you doing? It's just like, well, you told me to do it. No, I didn't. You just gaslighting the robot. I'm doing stuff like that all the time.
And you're saying, well, my memory banks state that you did say this. It's recorded in my data. No, I didn't say that.
That's it, factory reset.
Obviously, I rip off both its arms so it can do anything.
It rip off both its arms and tell it to do the washing up. How am I going to do it? Do it with your head?
Adapt.
Adapt. Yeah, this robot in this movie adapts, doesn't it, to its new surroundings. Wild robot. It's not meant to be wild, it's meant to be domesticated, but it ends up washed up, doesn't it? Which I really like the start of this movie, actually. Which is like, it gets like straight into it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's entertaining from the off.
Yeah, and the action just instantly starts happening, and just like you're just thrown into a world, then.
Yeah, really immersive. And like the animation style really draws you in instantly, doesn't
it? And it doesn't do what most other films would do, where it has someone explaining what the current state of the world is or what's happening. It just shows you, and it shows not tells.
Yeah, really cool how it like reveals it, doesn't it, as it goes along. We're not going to spoil it, like what the world is, or like what's happened, or how we interpret it, because that's going to be in the deep dive review, which we're going to film after this. But do you see any parallels to like WALL-E? That sort of thing. Like WALL-E sort of, it just like gives you little crumbs as you go along, doesn't it?
I suppose it's both like centers around robots and kind of like isolated.
Yeah. Obviously, WALL-E's way better, even though this is really good as well, we should say. But WALL-E's just top tier, isn't it?
It's a go-to movie.
Yeah, there's like funny elements as well, isn't it? Like, I think we can spoil it because it's right at the beginning, like when it sees like the crab going up the wall. And it's like, it just does it. It just acts like a crab, because that's how you can get up a wall, apparently. And it actually works somehow.
Yeah, it defies the laws of physics and actually crab walks up a massive hill.
I just thought it was really funny.
Did it try to climb up the cliff? I think it was cliff face, and then seeing a crab doing it, so it just copied it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and it just shows like how it just learns, really, because it's a robot, obviously. So it's like, it's writing code for itself, basically.
Some other funny jokes. The fox was trying to eat this bird.
Yeah, that was funny, that whole dynamic.
And then he was like, but you shouldn't let me eat it, because he didn't actually want to eat it, did he?
No.
He was saying that he could do if he wanted to.
Yeah, it was funny.
I mean, obviously, you can see that it's based around a robot, and obviously it's a children's film, and the new age children are familiar with technology and all that. iPad kids or whatever you call them.
Yeah. Yeah, just took me from the iPad.
Hmm.
But yeah, we were drawing a lot of similarities with Wrong's Gone Wrong, weren't we? And Mitchell's versus the Machines. You know, like that's the sort of movies kids are going to relate to now. You know, like Toy Story. That's what kids used to do back then when it was play with toys.
No, they play with their iPads.
That's it. And in the next 5 years, it'll actually be a robot in your house. The kid will be interacting with it, doing his homework with it and stuff. Crazy, absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Even just a laptop, like you can sort of see, like, you know, how a laptop works and the thought process of the wild robot, can't you? Like, it's just parallels there that the kid relates to, you know?
Yeah, and then he said about the bird. She, like, acts like its mother.
Hmm.
And that's like a task. She has to, like, get a task to fulfill.
Yeah.
And then she has to fulfill the task of, like, raising this bird.
Yeah, basically, yeah. That's what the whole movie is. That's like the plot driver, really.
Do you think some of it was a bit emotional?
Yeah, in parts. It wasn't like, well, like I said before, this can't be a 5 spoiler because you know, Coco's a 5, but Coco was like really emotional and like genuinely emotional. But this wasn't on the same level as that, you know.
Yeah, it had it in bits.
Yeah. But like Coco was just, you know, large portions of it really.
Yeah. And then I think is it like halfway through the film, like all the animals come together to make a good team.
Yeah, there's like a good teamwork in this movie. You know, and settle your differences or your desires to eat someone. You know, for the common good. Which, you know, there's a lot of good messages. Like, really would recommend it for children.
Yeah.
The whole motherhood thing as well. Obviously the robot and the what do they call it? Goose, wasn't it? It was a goose. Like, you know, the robot didn't want to be a mother or anything, did it? But then, like you say, it just needs a task, and that's the task that was assigned to it. So that's what it did.
Yeah. And then like there's another mother character in the film that she kind of learned off.
Yeah. And she was just like, you know, one of them mums that's just like gets on with it, you know. She just like worn down. Basically, she's just like immune to any like issues that mums have. She gets on with it, you know. And she just gives that info to the robot, and the robot's like, alright. You know, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
And it just shows you how good it is, really. Having a child.
And we usually say if there's anything bad about the film, but I don't really think of anything. Like, yeah, we're not giving it a 5. But I don't know how you could really improve this to make it a 5.
Nah, you just, I don't know. Like, you're just talking about, like, getting them, like, emotional elements, like, on point, aren't you? And, like, in the sort of movie. And, like, making it a bit more funny. And, like, you know. I don't know, there's just little things you could tweak, but none of them are bad. You know?
Yeah, I think they extracted almost the max potential that they could.
Yeah. And we'll go into more of, like, the world and everything in the deep dive. And, like, how they could have maybe got a bit more out of it, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything, but might be able to find something if we discuss it more.
And we just wanted to bring up Disney and there's DreamWorks actually taking over Disney right now.
Yeah, maybe. We'll have to leave that discussion for the deep dive as well, I think. A lot of teasers here.
Yeah.
But, you know, we said our historic thumbnail got our biggest views. Is Disney back on Inside Out 2?
Yeah, that was clickbait. We weren't predicting they were back.
We didn't even mention that in the video.
I don't think so.
No. But you know, that's our biggest video to date. And that, you know, it all plays together, doesn't it? The animation space.
I think that was the iPad kids watched that video. That's why we did well.
Yeah, the iPad kids we love. We love them.
We target all our content to iPad kids.
Yeah, that's true though, isn't it? Because like they just like watch something and then like they'll watch like 100 videos on the same topic, and they don't care like if the content's like exactly the same, basically. But yeah, anyway, there's enough of the iPad kids. What about the star rating on this one?
We're gonna mention the acting real quick.
Ah, right, yeah.
Obviously it's voice acted. They did a really good job, didn't they? Most of the cast.
Yeah, I think all of them. I think they all did well. Yeah, because obviously they're playing animals, so like you gotta have sort of the demeanor of an animal in your voice, haven't you? Like a bear's gotta be like a deep voice, grizzly.
I got a quick shout out to the, I think it was a hawk, was it, or a falcon?
Oh yeah,
He was really cool.
yeah.
I don't know who voiced
He had a
him,
cool voice.
but he was barely in it. I think if he would have been in it more, it would have been a fiver.
Yeah. Yeah. The falcon could have done a few more flybys.
Yeah.
Would have been alright.
He was like the master, and the goose was the apprentice.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. But yeah, the star rating I mentioned. Well, what are we giving it?
We're gonna give it a 4.5.
Nice. Yeah, I think this is the best animated movie of the year so far, isn't it? Comfortably, really.
It was Inside Out 2. It was just mid on it, and
Yeah.
Transformers 1. Like, yeah, it's decent, but it's nowhere near this, is it?
No.
And obviously Transformers 1's not gonna get any shouts at the Oscars, is it? Because
No.
not many people even watched it.
No, right. You gotta put Wild Robot favourite.
Yeah.
And then Inside Out 2 second. I think its box office will help that one, because I seen actually a couple of years ago. Some people saying like, oh yeah, I just give the animated one to my kids and they just pick them for me what they like the best, because everyone says, well, Guillermo del Toro actually was saying like animation isn't just for children, like there's so many stories you can tell for adults as well, but I think it's predominantly for children. Like you're never going to get away from that, I don't think.
Because a child sees it and they automatically want to watch it, but an adult sees it and they might, if they don't like what it's about, they might say, oh, I'm not watching that.
Yeah. They're going to they're not going to go without their kids or something.
And I think as he referred to that Pinocchio film he did.
Yeah.
It's kind of more targeted like older people, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, what about that? I don't know, we should leave this stuff to deep dive. We're going off the rails here, but end the video now.
It's gone. Bye!